about the kidnapping of Goldie Pryor. Andrew and Richard are team 2. They will search the flooded grain store.
Remember, suspect everyone. Trust no one.
London Hall Farm, please, and don't spare the horses.
Hey.
I thought it was a very nice thing that Andrew did.
Oh, that was complete self-sacrifice, wasn't it? Take the shitty job and take Richard with me.
Yeah, oh, bless him.
Andrew and Richard are heading to a remote farm where, 4 days ago, the investigators made a grisly discovery.
Andrew, what's that?
Suspect Tina Wells was butchered and her bloody corpse thrown into a grain bin.
There you go.
This time, Richard and Andrew won't find blood. Instead, they're faced with 10,000 gallons of cold, dirty water.
Right. Nice.
How deep is that, farmer?
Well, it's just over knee depth.
Just a need it. Is there any way that we could drain this at all?
No.
Not at all.
No,
Okay.
not in the short term.
Sure, where am I going to be in these? Jesus.
Well, at least it'll keep your head dry as well. It was a girl's pair anyway.
Thank you.
I think you found something.
What is that? Anything? Anything? You touched something? You come and stick your hand down here if you want. I'm going to get wet with you. I'm sorry with longer arms.
The same length gloves. My gloves are the same length as yours.
The test for Richard and Andrew is one of endurance. They must keep searching until they find the clue.
Right.
Too great.
Nick and Mel are on their way to meet Jennifer Wilmington. They must confront her with the evidence that Goldie Pryor was held hostage at her antique shop.
Ready for this one?
Oh, what, we're here already?
Right.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I didn't know that.
Jennifer with the evidence. So confront Jennifer with the evidence that Goldie was held at her shop.
How are you today? Who, apart from yourself, has access to your shop, to here, the antique shop?
To here?
Yeah.
Let me think. Well, just me. Oh, Trevor. Trevor does. Now, sometimes Jay locks up for me.
Could I just ask you, sorry, has Jay spoken to you over the last couple of days about anything involving Goldie?
Have you seen Jay or Goldie in the last few days?
No.
No contact with them at all?
No.
Okay.
Nick and Mel haven't confronted Jennifer, but they do ask to have a good look around the shop.
No one's been in here. I haven't been here for at least a couple of days.
Right. So what do you do in this room?
Well, I don't do anything with it, really. This is the storeroom. I just have odds and sods in here.
When was the last time someone came into this room? Do you know, have you noticed anything that
Well, I haven't
changed
been in
the
here.
room?
I haven't been here.
You haven't been in
In the back room of the
nobody
shop
else-
lies the
nobody else
test
has
for Mel and Nick.
I just store things.
Jennifer says she hasn't been in the back room for days, but a copy of today's paper has been left on the desk. Jennifer leaves the investigators to have a good look around.
Well, that's not.
Yeah, she's making that should be. Nick, is this a crime scene? Should we be? No, it's not a crime scene.
In fact, Nick is wrong. It is a crime scene, and they have the evidence to prove it.
That's where she was. Right there. At the shop, I was like, there was a bit of sort of differences between us about the way it should have been done. I don't know, maybe it's me that understood the briefing wrong, or maybe it's, you know, him, but I did let him take the lead slightly.
It's not so deep up here.
It was Mr. Purple with a red pipe and the Conservative. Channel Biscuit Company.
Is it a weapon?
Doesn't look like one of the ones that necklace to me anyway.
You have found a lot of stuff. What's this?
Andrew and Richard's search finally pays off.
One bag with a shredded letter in it.
That's my best experience so far, Richard.
Good.
Nick and Mel still haven't told Jennifer they know Goldie was held hostage in the back room of her shop.
Hello, Trevor.
And now she wants something from them. She's arranged to meet Trevor
right.
Doby tomorrow, and she's worried.
Bye. Now look, would you be here when Trevor comes tomorrow?
We can be, if you wish, yeah.
He can be very aggressive.
Is he threatening you, or...?
No, he's just, something's not right.
You feel
I've got
uneasy?
to tackle. Yeah, I do, and I'd feel safer if somebody was here.
Okay, sure.
Right, so she doesn't know that no one's broken in, and Jay and Trevor have got access. Okay.
Do you think we got everything, absolutely everything?
Yeah, is that I wasn't sure from that we were supposed to inform her that the kidnapping had taken place there, but I mean, she didn't know anything about it.
Both teams are back at the house. The topic of conversation is Richard.
He wasn't too bad today.
Does seem a lot better.
But there's still tonight.
Yeah, the day's not over yet.
In the evidence room, Nick and Richard attempt to make sense of the shredded letter.
Aaron couple.
It can't be serious that we're going to stick this together ourselves.
Well...
Wow. Of course, it's like a proper puzzle, isn't it?
It's slow, frustrating work.
Yep. Bastard.
And when the going gets tough, Andrew leaves it to the others.
But mainly because I can't bear the thought of my precious jewel ever leaving the family. And it turns to your page.
Which you have to wait a week for.
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
2 hours later, the letter is finally pieced together. It was written by Charles Wilmington just before he died. It is addressed to his son Tony, Jennifer's husband.
And it starts, Dearest Anthony, as my time on earth draws to a close, I feel I have to put my affairs in order.
The rumours of the Wilmington jewel are well founded. It is a spectacular diamond that I had set into a necklace for your mother. When she died, I couldn't bear for anyone else to have it, so I locked it in a bank vault where it's been ever since.
I want you to have the jewel, and I have made a provision alongside my will to that end. There is a condition.
I request that you keep the existence of the jewel secret from everyone. Never part with the jewel, and when the time comes for you to pass it on, give it to a child you trust.
As my only son, I implore you to keep this legacy alive. With my love, your devoted father, Charles Wilmington. And he says here that, you know, I've never approved of your choice of wife, so that's why Jennifer's never got to know it. So Jennifer, maybe Charles thought that Jennifer was a gold digger and was, you know, after the money, and that's why Tony's never released it.
Did that at all?
So if Jennifer had no claim on the necklace, did she kidnap Goldie to get it?
Jennifer, what she had to say today, and how did you interpret that?
She knows absolutely nothing of the kidnapping, so she says. I mean, she could be a fantastic liar.
One of the things you said that Jennifer mentioned was there was something wrong with Trevor recently, as though he was a bit sort of, whatever, aggressive. Could that either be anger that someone has killed the mother of his child, or could it be remorse that he killed the mother of his child?
She gave us the impression that she was worried about him being aggressive against her in particular. No one else, just her.
Just her. Maybe Trevor thinks it was Jennifer that did it.
The investigators have uncovered important